Hi, this is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about the delicious, easy-to-fix, and very storable foods from eFoodsDirect.com. I've told you for years that eFoods Direct has the best storable food on the planet. Now it's that time of year again, and their holiday special is here. They have 2 holiday-priced packs for you to put into your reserves for a secure future or to share with others. The first is a 6-month bulk supply in 10 cans. And the second is a 5-week supply of quick and easy-to-fix meals, including delicious bakery items shipped in heavy tote bags. Now, for a limited time, when you order 2 or more of these special holiday packs, you'll get free shipping on your entire order. Call now, 800-409-5633, or visit them at efoodsdirect.com/Alex. That's 800-409-5633, or efoodsdirect.com/Alex. Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, it seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about Cal-Ben 5-star soaps for years. This is an American-made product of the highest quality and compares to nothing you will find in stores. You can buy factory direct, shipped via UPS right to your door. Check them out on the web at 5starsoap.com. or call 800-340-7091. Take my word for it. Once you've used Pure Soap, you won't buy anything else. Since 1947, Cal-Ben Soap Company has been showing consumers that soap can be tough on dirt and gentle on the environment. Buy American and stay clean, as well as support InfoWars. Visit 5starsoap.com today or call 1-800-340-7091. Well, Marty, what do you have to say?
As founder and owner for over 63 years, satisfaction is guaranteed or double your dirt back. Call us at 1-800-340-7091 for a free catalog or visit our website, 5starsoap.com. Thank you.
From the front lines of the information war, it's Alex Jones.
We've only got part of this segment left with Michael Braverman. This is so important, I might try to just get him back up tomorrow because I haven't even gotten into the other bullet points. Male birth rates are dropping all over the world. Radiation exposure expert Lauren Murray states that uranium in our water is leading to mass feminization of the population, not to mention kidney and other failure. Pancreas is going out. I was watching the news this weekend. They estimate half the public by 2020 will have diabetes. In fact, guys, put up some of those mainstream headlines about Texas covering up the uranium. They're putting it in the water. Of course they're covering it up. There it is, a KHOU, a CBS Houston. I-Team says state lowballs radiation score in drinking water. And then we got the other headlines. State and feds cover up uranium, radium, and other things in the water. Male birth rates are dropping. A Big Brother wants you to be calm, docile. Government experts are advocating lithium in the water, municipal water districts. See, this is happening. Please continue. Michael Braverman with this show coming up, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. The episode's called The Great Lakes, but it's a lot more than that, because what it was like for you once you started investigating lithium and uranium in the water, and the show takes a big turn.
Yes. I just want to say one thing. The new title of the show is The Worldwide Water Conspiracy. I know that's a little unwieldy, but that is the new title, The Worldwide Water Conspiracy. Why? Because it's bigger than the Great Lakes. It's worldwide.
I'm glad they changed that. Okay.
Yeah. So, Now, Alex, you gave us the turn. One turn, and then I'm gonna go through this really quickly. And
no, you got plenty of time. You've got the floor. Break down what they're putting in the water.
Okay, and I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to give you and your listeners something. I'll bet, Alex, you may not even know all this, and the thing I'm going to say in a second is going to blow people's minds. And again, I'm not saying that with a hype. I'm not saying that as some conspiracy kook. I'm saying this as a normal guy who got into this being a TV producer. Okay, lithium is being advocated by our government, by Big Brother, to be put in the water in all municipal water supplies and bottled water. Now, why do they want lithium? Two reasons. One, because lithium is used to treat bipolar mental disorders, and what it does is it makes you calm, it makes you docile. So again, more lithium in the water, their argument is suicide rates go down, but the real argument, as far as I'm concerned, is Big Brother wants a docile population. And, if you're juiced up on lithium, the chances that you're going to actually take some action and actually think for yourself decrease, because you're on lithium, you don't care. And you can read this where government scientists, and it's all over the internet, are actually saying, let's put lithium in the water, because when you have trace amounts of naturally occurring lithium, they make this argument, which is completely bogus, that in those areas, one of which is in Texas, where you have naturally occurring lithium, crime rates and suicide rates go down, which, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to look at that argument and call it for the BS that it is. Now, the second thing is what we learned on the show, which is lithium works with uranium. These two chemicals in a hydrology. Sorry, I'm so excited about this; it makes me crazy. They actually work, and they actually increase each other's efficacy. That's what happens.
Oh, it's all look, sir. We have eco-science. They planned it all. The White House science czar. These people are pure evil. Absolutely. And I that's what Dr. Blaylock, brain surgeon, said, is that all these things work together and that fluoride then activates and supercharges.
Absolutely. It's a slow poisoning.
But exactly. But the fluoride is an adjuvant, just like they add things to vaccines to supercharge them. Yep. The fluoride is the adjuvant that turbocharges it. But Michael, you've got the proof in here, and then now it's even in the news in Texas. But they say, oh, we don't know why uranium's there or why the state covers it up.
Yep.
Because they're adding it. Please continue.
Okay. Now I'm going to get to a part, and I'm going to preface this really quickly so your listeners understand this. True TV has this immense amount of courage to put this show on. Jesse Ventura has a huge amount of courage to put this show on. And I told you 2 weeks ago, there are people out there, there are forces out there, and I can't really say who they are because, I have my own issues to protect. They do not want this show on the air. They want this show killed. The only way we keep this show alive is by people who want free information and people who are willing to expand their minds to watch the show. Now, all that being said, I'm going to tell you something that is not on the show. I can't tell you the reason it's not on the show because, again, I have to protect my insiders. But this is going to blow your people's minds. And it's going to blow your mind, too, Alex. You may already know about this. You're talking about the New World Order. Everyone talks about the New World Order and the elites. It's right here in black and white, right on the Internet. There's a thing called the St. Lazare Foundation. It's based in Europe. It's run by the Duc d'Anjou. This is, it's called a military order. It started in the Second Crusades. They do lots of humanitarian stuff. They have meetings. It's really the royals of Europe, of a lot of the countries of Europe. It's international royalty, and it's a lot of sort of business royalty all over the world, or at least in the Western world, in Europe and the United States. Now I'm going to read you from their website, which anybody can go on the net. If you just Google Order of St. Lazarus, water, you will see this. I'm going to read it. St. Lazare Investment Arm will be the largest owner of aquatic property and thus will face the prerogatives of future international ecological policies from the point of view of an investor in the carbon finance marketplace. But wait, I'm not done. Now, again, I'm reading. These are quotes. Anybody can go and find this. Water will soon become an instrument of power and influence. I'm going to go on. The St. Lazare Foundation aims to become an essential global player specializing in water.
Wow.
Now, I'm not making this up. Anybody can go, again, I'm going to say it again, Order of St. Lazarus, water.
Now, that's like Order of the Garter. That's the royal families, and I didn't know this specifically, but I knew that they were involved in the carbon takeover,
sure,
and that their name had come up in association with what Lord Blackheath came out with in Parliament, that there's a secret, or in the House of Lords, a secret Foundation X setting up world government.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is part of it. This is all part of it. The world society, they say it right here, is one of the world's most exclusive society. Again, I'm reading from the website. It comprises those men and women around the world who are part of the economic, financial, social, or cultural elite. It's right here. And then they say they want to become the essential global player specializing in water. So this is not in the show. I'm giving this to you and to your listeners because you've been such a supporter of the show. This is the one that freaked me out. I mean, I couldn't sleep at night after reading this because they're not even hiding. The New World Order, the elites, are not even hiding. It's right there on the website. I'm not making this up. Anybody can go see it. Now, it's not in the show, and I can't tell you the reasons it's not in the show because, again, I have to protect my insiders, even though this is right out in public and they say it, but I had an inside source, and I have to protect that source, obviously, and, none of us want to get killed. But I just urge everybody to open their minds, go on the internet, and read this stuff for themselves.
Absolutely. Now, shifting gears back into the uranium, get into what the uranium is doing in the water and how they're getting it into the water to combine with the lithium and the fluoride. Well,
some uranium is naturally occurring. Some of it is clearly pumped in. There's lots of ways where they do it. There are actually, in the city of L.A., when they lay new water pipes from the DWP, Department of Water and Power, some of these pipes have little chemical dispensers built right on the pipe, remotely activated. There could be nothing in them now. It would take almost nothing for a bunch of crews to go out and put trace amounts of uranium in those chemical dispensers.
Well, our research shows, and it's confirmed, this is hidden in plain view, that the phosphate mining out of limestone is where they get the sodium fluoride byproduct, and the EPA admits they're allowed to have certain amounts of other chemicals. And where do you mine the uranium? In the same limestone deposit, and that there is uranium in it. So when they add the so-called fluoride, it's got the uranium.
Well, here's something even scarier. A lot of depleted uranium weapons, as your listeners know, were used in both Middle East wars, in both Iraq wars.
Yes.
That depleted uranium gets picked up by the wind, gets picked up, it goes into the clouds, goes into the air currents, and gets dropped everywhere. So the fact is this stuff is basically falling on us if you follow the air currents all around the world. And again, what this uranium does, even trace tiny amounts, what it does. And our show has this woman, Lorraine Murray, who is a radiation researcher for public health and was kicked out of the Lawrence Livermore lab because she blew the whistle. And what this stuff does is that this is feminizing our population. Male fertility, male birth rates, male characteristics are down all throughout the world. Terrifying.
And they're doing it, and will people listening to this go research that it's in the Texas newspapers, that there's all this uranium and other radioactive isotopes at levels that it shouldn't be? They're adding it to the water. I've covered it with Dr. Conant here on the air. This is the reality, and it is so important that when they try to say, hey, we're just putting fluoride in the water, it's good for you, even though they know it causes cancer and all the rest of it, and accelerates the effect of other toxins and poisons as a adjuvant. The key is they cannot sell people that mercury and lead and uranium is good, and that is being added along with the fluoride. It's all called fluoride, but it's just the toxic waste derivatives, and they allow it because it's overall to reduce fertility, as the book written 25 years ago by the White House science czar, John P. Holdren, wrote. Just amazing. Michael Braverman, God bless you. We appreciate your time here with us today, and we'll talk to you again in the very near future. Amazing information. Again, tomorrow night, True TV. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have cable or don't have it, get to your friends or family's house. Call everybody you know. We're going to have a big report out on this tomorrow at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com with the bullet points. The videos are going to be uploaded as well to PrisonPlanet.tv of what we covered here. Michael, we'll talk to you soon.
Alex, thanks again for having me on.